This is Lindsay, and it's, yeah, this is Lindsay. It is, it's Monday, March 28th, 2026, and it's early in the morning, and pardon me, I'm sitting here in bed. I'm tired. I want to rest, and I think I deserve to just rest today. Without being bothered by anybody or told what to do or interrupted. So, yeah, you can see that I'm pretty physically exhausted. This is just me. No makeup, nothing like that. Nonetheless, that's not the point here. But the point is that I'm not afraid to show my face, and I'm not afraid to make videos anymore, or never have been. But I have to talk about what's going on here because I'm gonna turn the light back off. Uh, yeah. So this whole thing with my being monitored and watched, it's really my instincts and my intuition and my sensitivity, my perception is very wide open now, extremely much so, to the point that these people doing this are getting really angry because their plan has, I think, backfired, obviously, because, and I know that that they're continuing, or I'm talking about the main person. It's the main people doing this against me are, of course, this Valdez, my so-called family, or these people, my mother, this half-sibling, and other people that have been hired as flying monkey types to try to prevent me from living my life, because they're retaliating because of the fact that I am living my life independently, doing what I want to do, following my own path, and this is what makes them very agitated, because they've lost control. And they're losing control more and more every day, because I see straight through their facade of bullshit lies and how they've exploited me for so long. And then now all of a sudden they're acting like I didn't know this all along. You know, these people are so manipulative. I mean, I've been making these videos for a long time. You know, nothing has changed except that I have become more and more aware of what's going on. And now they continue to treat me like I don't have the right to make up my own mind, like they have to interfere with what I'm doing in life just because I'm not doing what they want me to do, and which I don't have to. And this is how these people are, because it's all about financial control and money. And it doesn't matter if I've hired an attorney, or if I do, or if I do this or do that to try to get help. These people all end up getting, what seems to happen is that they get paid off or they get bribed, because whatever truth they're trying to hide, which I know is about money once again, and who I really am, who my biological father is, or whatever, these people are doing anything and everything to try to get me to shut up. They're trying to get me to shut up. They don't want me to talk about it because they know that their whole fucking game has failed. And how dare them think, you know, the audacity, the hubris of these kinds of people to think that they can control another human being with my life, my destiny, my choices. I have the freedom to make my own choices. And these people, the whole thing about them thinking they have power over me is an illusion. It's an illusion. And I know that, they know that, but what they do is, since they monitor me in the privacy of my home, you know, they watch everything I do. They try to calculate what I do, when I'm going to do what I do, and they're trying to predict my behavior, and they're manipulating everything that I do to their advantage, as far as like the timing of when they show up or when they call, or things like this, just to interrupt me, to distract me, or to, you know, to give little subtle clues about what they don't like about me, or what I need to change, or what they want me to do. And they can all go fuck off as far as what goes. I can do what I want to do. I can cook my own fucking food. I can go to the store by myself. I can do exactly what I want to do, how I want to do it, and no, none of these people are going to stop me from doing that. None of them. And this once again about this man, this Lewis, okay? What he's doing is that, and it's obvious to me. It's obvious, it's clear as a bell what's going on, is that I was right a long time ago when I started making these videos about what was going on with him and how he's trying to control my life and exploit me and lie to me, and his job at that Saks Fifth Avenue and all that shit, how he was always calling me or wanting me to call him all the time when he was at work. Because why? Because he needed to be in control of what I was doing and needs the validation all the time of what he's doing. Because he knew or knows that what he was doing was wrong and that he was using these people, or these fucking people that he works with at that place, i.e., all the characters of his. He was trying to get me so involved with all that drama crap that was going on in his life. Whereas at that time, I was just going to the gym, minding my own business, not talking to anybody, which I still do the same thing, but I do it here at home. Okay? But these people are so dramatic and needy of my attention, of my validation, of my energy, of my opinion, that they seem to be, it's like I'm the chain, they can't function without me. And this is true. I see it now. It's true. These people, since I blew their fucking covers, basically, in other words, and I dismantled their entire game and put it to a stop with my exposing the shit that was going on at Saks Fifth Avenue, I can guarantee you that I'm one of the main reasons that fucking place is closing down. Okay? I started talking about the crap that's going on there a ways back, and I know that I'm one of the reasons that goddamn store is closing down here in San Antonio, because of what the fuck is going on there, i.e. money laundering, human trafficking, and other nefarious things that are going on at Saks Fifth Avenue. And that's a fact, and I've been talking about this, I've known this for a long time, and so of course they're retaliating. He's retaliating. People that he works with are angry at me for exposing what they're doing and trying to get me in the middle of all this bullshit. Number one, I've never been to that place here in San Antonio. I've never set foot in the fucking door at Saks Fifth Avenue. I have this guy blocked on my phone. He doesn't have my phone number. Lewis doesn't. I don't want him to have my phone number still. Because why? Because I know that I can't trust him. I know that once a person has lied to you and toyed with your emotions and fucked with your psychic abilities and whatnot, you just can't trust them. And they're not on your team. They're not your friend. They're an enemy. It's called a frenemy. And I know that. And what he's doing, it's just to the point where he's all about public display. If I go out in public with him when I don't want to, but he basically, I can do these things by myself and be completely fine. I'm the type of person, I'm a Capricorn, which means that in numerology, I'm a number 1. I am not compatible with certain people as far as like long-term relationships. I cannot deal with certain individuals on a long-term basis, because what do? They fucking take up my energy, my space, and invade my privacy, violate my boundaries, and they do it intentionally because they are all about trying to control another person. And this is a fact. If you look about Capricorns, and especially since I know that I am a Leo rising, I have a moon Scorpio sign, and I'm a Capricorn, and my sun sign's a Capricorn, I'm a Leo rising, and my moon sign is a Scorpio, and it goes so on and so forth, the other signs, which I don't know exactly, I forgot what those are, but I know who I am. I know what kinds of people I can be around who understand me and value me for who I am, and who are not trying to change me for who I am. That I have met people like that who actually respect me and understand me much more than this man. He might understand me in ways, but he certainly wants to take charge and control my life, and that's a big no for me. That's where I have to say no. What he wants me to do, or what these people are trying to do, especially since I got an attorney to help me with this, or at least so I thought, paying money for an attorney to contest this fucking probate case in pardon my language, that in Kerrville, because what they did was wrong. They're all going crazy with trying to figure out what are we gonna do now? What is she gonna do now? What can we do to try to prevent her from, because it's all about control. Why do they want to control me? Because they're exploiting me and they're making money off me. They've been doing this for a long time. And I have to raise my voice to emphasize what the fuck they're doing to me. Yeah, I could call the police all fucking day and do police reports and say, look, I'm being stalked and harassed by an ex who's obsessed with me, and they're not going to do a goddamn thing about it, okay? The only way they're going to ever do anything about it is if they actually catch this man doing something that's like, that could be violent, which could easily turn into that, because this man seems to want to, coming over to my house demanding that I let him in and that he's not going to leave until I let him in my house. But it's all about the way I approach what he's doing, you see. And if the way you cannot, when it comes to narcissistic people, the only way to communicate, there's a certain way that gets to them when you communicate with them. There's only one way to communicate with them. And I already figured that out, and I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to expose or talk about everything that I had to figure out from dealing with this for this long. For 3 years with this man, more than 3 years now. And then in the past, I've dealt with these kinds of people my entire fucking life. And I was always silent scapegoat to let them fucking do what they did to me. I was always a silent goddamn scapegoat for so-called mother, who's a fucking bitch, or a narcissist. Her sister, who's a narcissist. That half-sibling, same thing. All these people, and quite frankly, I don't want to have anything to do with any of them. I don't hate them, but I don't like them. I hate, yeah, it's a pretty strong fucking word. Let's just say I abhor them. I don't care about what they're doing. I don't want to know what they're doing. I don't care about where they live. I don't give a fuck. And they know that what they're doing to me is wrong. It's illegal. It's spiteful. It's about control. It's about the fact that they fucking stole my identity, my inheritance. But they want to cover it up like I'm the one who's crazy. Like I don't know anything. Like Lindsay needs constant attention. Lindsay needs somebody to be a handler because she needs a care. I don't need any of that, and I don't have to have any of that. I'm an autonomous person. I stand alone right now, and that's the way it's going to be. I don't want a relationship. I have told this man, Luis Valdez, ad nauseum, that I want to be alone. I don't want to be with you. I want to be alone right now. I don't want to be intimate with you. I don't want a relationship with you anymore. I don't want to be with anybody intimately. And he doesn't respect that one bit at all. He says, no, you can't, you have to be with me. I need you. You have to be with me. You're mine, you're mine, you're mine. You see how possessive and controlling he is? This is all behind closed doors, of course. But this is the way he is. He's extremely needy, possessive, controlling, and demanding of my energy, of my fucking time, of my life. I don't do that to him. I don't do that to anybody. I simply walk away. When something doesn't work, I just walk away. That's it. It's over. And no more. I don't go back to hoover somebody. I don't go back to try to get back together with somebody. I don't call them anymore. It's fucking over. It's a dead chapter in my book. Over. End. But he can't handle not being part of my life anymore. The problem is very clear to me. It's with him. It's not me. It's him. I've learned to move on. I've worked on myself. These people can't seem to fucking function without me in their life. And that's what it is. Okay, this is a grown man, a 56-year-old man who's got a lot of fucking problems. Alcohol problems, problems with non-committal issues, problems with cheating, problems with infidelity in his past relationships or wife. Okay? I already know him like a fucking book as far as his personality and his characteristics go. And I know this very well about him just by being around him, watching his behavior and watching how he is and seeing now that I see where he lives, seeing his environment. I already know him. I know about his relationships with his mother, or let's just say I know his personality type quite well. And he is a type of person who is so needy and codependent on the validation of others, especially females, or validation of anybody, and that is because of what happened to him during his childhood. That's all stems from his abandonment issues, feeling neglected, and not getting the attention that he felt that he needed during his childhood. I don't give a fuck if his stepfather gave him plenty of attention. It wasn't the right kind of attention that he needed as a child. From an alcoholic, when you get that kind of attention, it's not the right kind of attention. It's and I know this because I went through the same thing. You might think that's love. You might think that that person cares for you. An alcoholic doesn't have the ability to care or love anybody. Unfortunately, they don't. They love their addiction and they love themselves, but they don't have the ability to truly care about another. They have the ability to care about somebody. I'm sorry, yeah, they do, but it's not genuinely love. They are gonna let you down. The point that I'm trying to make is that if you feel that you're in a secure relationship with an with a man or woman who happens to be an addict, like an alcoholic or drug addict, if they're a cocaine addict, an alcoholic, or whatever addiction they have, which I suspect, I'm talking here about drug addiction like cocaine or alcohol, which those are major addictions. If you're involved with somebody who has one of those kinds of addictions, and I don't think I'm not going to count marijuana with this because yeah, it's an addiction, but it's a little bit different. But still, it's another addiction. I don't have a fucking marijuana addiction. I don't have an alcohol addiction. And I sure as the fuck don't have a drug addiction of any kind. But these people are trying to portray me as being some pathetic addict who's in need, who's incapacitated, and needs constant that. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. I'm quite independent. I'm very independent, as a matter of fact. They are projecting whatever the fuck is they're doing onto me. I already know that Mr. Carter he's got a fucking cocaine addiction, I'm pretty sure. A lot of things that I could say about these people, that they're just trying to cover up their fucking shit and blame me so that they can prevent me from having my inheritance. Okay, that's what's going on. That's exactly what the fuck is going on. And it's a fact. And if an attorney and his team were smart enough to fucking look into this, they'd see what I'm talking about. If they actually did the fucking work and investigation to see that I'm right, they'd see that I'm right all along. And they'd see that, you know what? We had this girl, all these goddamn people thinking that they have me know exactly what I'm doing. No, you don't know shit. You don't know shit about me, and you're wrong. And I still have the right to live my fucking life. And you can't take away my peace, my money, my prosperity, my path in life. You're not going to fucking take it away. I will continue to do what I want to do. I don't want a fucking boyfriend or husband or anybody trying to handle me. I can't handle that shit in my life. It makes me, I'm way too independent. I don't want to be in a relationship, especially not with him, considering what he's already done, what's already happened. There's just no way that I'll ever be able to trust this man again. The little calculated things that he does are so fucking manipulative and orchestrated that it's a laughable joke at this point. It's a laugh. It's a laughable joke on my end because I see exactly what he's doing. I see all the timing, all the strategic little calculated moves to try to get me to react or try to see how I react. It's really about how I react to it is what they want to see, because I see it all and I don't have to fucking react to any of it. but they force me. I'm being forced to have to defend myself on my own goddamn property, on my own piece of property. This is my fucking house, my property. They're not taking it away. I'm not, nobody, they can't come into my house. You know, these fucking people are doing this. I don't run a fucking business. I'm not a shop where people can come in and get advice and use me and fucking exploit me, or come into my room at like some fucking motel or hotel. Okay? No, I'm not. Go home to your mommy. Go home to your house. You have a house. You have a job. You don't need me and I don't need you. Or he does need me, but I don't need him and I don't want him. I don't want to be with him. I know that it's toxic. It's going to get worse. He's very pushy. He's demanding. He can get aggressive. He's always judging me. He's always, making me feel like I have to work overtime for his fucking approval, which I don't. I feel fine on my own. I don't need this in my life, and I don't want it. And I you know what? I wish him the best, whoever he ends up with, but I don't want to be with him. I just can't be with him in an intimate way at all anymore. I just don't. I don't feel comfortable with him because I know that he's lied way too many goddamn times, because this man is used to getting what he wants when he wants it. And it's going to always be, if I'm dumb enough to stay with somebody like this or let this man manipulate me, it's going to always be like that. And it's going to get worse and worse to the point that I have no fucking voice and I have no life of my own. I end up being a fucking total fucking slave to somebody else's lies and abuse and manipulations. I'm too smart for that. I'm way too fucking educated and smart for anybody to do this to me. I don't care who the fuck they are. And it's not going to happen. He's not going to keep on coming over here, interrupting me during my peace time, my healing. He's not going to keep doing this shit to try to punish me or shame me. It's not going to fucking work. It's not working now, and it's not going to work at all anymore. It's just, what he's doing is like a child would do this, like a 5-year-old throwing a tantrum, but having to do it in a way where the whole fucking public sees to make him look good, to try to make it look like he's a savior, he's a hero. No, he's not. He's a mean person. I know him for who he really is, and he's all of a sudden trying to act like he's Mr. Perfect and like he's no, he's not. He's no fucking angel, I'll tell you that right now. No, he's not. He's got a real dark side. He's got a real fucking mean side to him, and I've seen it, and I know it. It might not be violent side that I've seen, but I see his mean, manipulative behavior, just like another person I know. Girl, I see this shit easily, and don't fuck with me. I'm not your fucking mommy. I'm not your therapist. I'm not your girlfriend. I don't want to be with anybody. I don't want to be, I might want to be with somebody at some point, but it's not him. It's just not going to work. And I know that he's got, my suspicions about the fact that he got some coworker pregnant, I believe I'm 100% correct about that whole thing, about that woman who he got pregnant, that girl that at his fucking job, let's just say her name starts with a V. I know this for a fact, okay? I'm not that fucking dumb. And so he's got some fucking major drama going on, some baby that he's got, that she had, I'm pretty sure, that maybe she's trying to hide. Or I don't want to be in the middle of all their fucking drama. Just leave me alone. I'm not, you deal with that shit. You deal with the fact that you fucking wrecked your car. You deal with the fact that you live with mommy and daddy, or your stepfather. You deal with it. You figure it out. I've tried to help this man so many fucking times, and then he just shames me. And now I know, you know what? I know who he is. I know who this man's father is. I'm pretty sure I know what happened or what's going on here and why they're punishing me, because I know what's going on. And his secret, the secret about who he really is, or who his father is, I'm almost 100% sure that I figured this out. And now it's all starting to really, really connect. The dots are connecting quite clearly now about why they are trying to keep this man a secret, like why his mother is not wanting to let him know who he really is, and why certain things have happened in his life, and why it's happening in my life because of who he is and because of who I am. And they're trying to make it look like it's some kind of a soul connection, or that this man is my soulmate, or all this bullshit. No, he's not. None of that crap is, I don't believe in any of that shit. That what they do is when your fucking parents fuck up and had you out of infidelity or adultery or whatever, wedlock, or some goddamn affair, one night stand with somebody who maybe was of prominence, or maybe somebody who was famous or something, for example, or somebody who had a lot of money, then they blame the fucking child and they try to control the child. And then they because they feel shame and guilt. And there's always money involved because of probate and inheritance disputes. And that's what happened to me. That's what's happening, or maybe happened to this man that he doesn't want me to know about, that they're trying to keep secret. But I see I know who he is now. I think I know who this man's father is. And I was right a long time ago when I suspected that. I don't think I talked about it ever in a video, but I'm almost 100% sure I know who his father most likely is and what may have happened. And I'm not going to say, but I've done my fucking research, and I think I see it. I think I see who he is. And that's why they're trying to hide it. That's why they don't want me to talk about it, because this man's trying to keep a secret, and it's or something. But I see it. I see what's going on. I see it. I see it for what it is, and they're punishing me. They're trying to silence me. They're using other people, flying monkey people that are getting paid to be part of my fucking life. This story that they're trying to use, that they want to make money off of and shit like that. They're trying to steal my identity, my money, my life, my future, my goals, my plan, by using other people. I don't want to it's my fucking life. I can cut out all these goddamn people out of my life just as fucking easily as they illegally entered into my life. Okay? It's easy for me to fucking walk away from people because I've been doing it my entire life. I don't need fake people in my life. I don't need, if it weren't for all these goddamn people trying to control him, then possibly the relationship could have worked. Or could, but it's not going to, because you got all these goddamn people trying to tell him what to do. And so he's such an addict to women and sex and alcohol that they've controlled him. They've fucking brainwashed him to the point that he is under their control. But I see that too. I see that he's being used as a pawn in their fucked up game. But I see through it all. I'm not going to let it happen to me anymore. I put a fucking stop to it. Because I've had plenty of time to be alone and reflect and meditate and be alone, which is what I need and what I like. I don't give a fuck about going out and being popular or putting on a fucking front or a show. Speak the fucking truth. And if these people don't like it, go back to your little fucking Hollywood bullshit, fake, stupid, scripted shit and leave me alone, please. I don't give a fuck about scripts. I don't give a fuck about movies. I don't give a fucking shit about actors either. I'm not an actor. It's not my fucking thing. I couldn't care less about that stupid kind of bullshit lifestyle. I never have liked it. I think it's stupid. I'm not part of your dumb, I'm not a goddamn character for these fucking people to manipulate. I'm a real person. This is my life. I speak the truth. And I see every goddamn thing, all the things, every time for example, if I order something on Amazon, he seems to know about it. He wants to make sure that he touches everything that's in my house that's new. Touches everything so that I have to, to make sure that I remember who he is, right? To leave a mark. These narcissistic people are territorial. They think that what's mine is his. No, I don't share. I'm not sharing my life with you. It's mine. I'm not going to share anything with you. You're a cheapskate. You treat me like a fucking doormat, like a slave. The punishment reward system, it doesn't work with me. I'm not a goddamn child. If your mommy does that to you, then your mommy can continue to do that to you, but don't do that shit with me. Because I see it for what it is. Your mother may be fucked up, but don't take it out on me. Your mother is a problem. You need to work out some major things with your mom, Lewis, and talk to her. Have a real heart-to-heart with your mother and get some fucking answers about who the fuck you are. Why don't you talk to your mommy about it? Because I already know. I figured it out, and now it's between you and your mother, and then from there, you can figure out what you're going to do or what you want to do. It's your life. Live your life. Live your life, and don't get me involved and triangulate me with all these fucking ex-women, your wife, all these women that you're not over. I don't want to be involved with all this shit. Get over these people and move the fuck on. Be independent. Quit being so fucking codependent on others. Be a man. Walk forward. Be alone. You can do it. You're a big boy. You're 56 years old, Lewis. Let go of the fucking alcohol and sex addiction. And all this crap about being perfect and trying to be perfect and needing the approval of people. You don't need it. You don't need it. And you know that. You know that you're good enough. Now, don't use me anymore for your fucking crutch. If I can do it, anybody can, goddammit. Look what I had to fucking go through. And he knows that I'm strong. They know that I am, but he can't handle losing control over me. These people can't handle it. I see it. I know I'm a very strong woman. I'm very, very strong, and I'm very psychic. And I know this. I don't need their fucking validation or approval. I don't need it, and I don't want it. I'm not even where I want to. I know I'll get to where I want to get. It takes time. But I've got the fucking patience. But these people are trying to deter me from my path in life. All of them are working in tandem because they're frantic, because they fucking know that I'm the one who's managing and controlling these people. They can't function without me, god damn it. Believe it or not, they need me a lot more than I could ever fucking need any of them. I don't fucking need any of them. I've been so independent and alone for so long that is my solitude right there. And that's what I like. And I love it. And they're not going to take it away from me. You're not going to sleep in my bed. I don't want to be with you every day. I don't want to eat. I want to be by myself. Especially right now when I'm discovering things about what I can do and who I am. So don't fucking interfere. You go on your own fucking path and let me follow mine. We're on different paths. And they're completely opposite. 100% opposite directions. And it's not going to work. He doesn't support what I like to do. He doesn't validate. He makes a mockery out of me. A fucking mockery out of me. For the most part. Like, and if he does anything now, it's fake. It's all about money and about status with him. About looking good and about getting attention from women. Oh, on your day off, you come see me, but at work, you're surrounded by all these fucking women, and you gather their fucking phone numbers and have all these all these goddamn love affairs and shit with men and women, I think. Probably men as well. I'm not involved with your bullshit drama, okay? I don't want to be part of that shit. That kind of lifestyle, because I see what you're doing. And how the people you're involved with, they're part of some kind of a goddamn cult, some kind of sex cult, or some kind of demonic something that I'm not a part of that. I'm an independent. I'm not part of any of it. I research it. I learn about it, but I have nothing to do with any of it. And if I'm involved with any kind of organization, it has to do with historical stuff. Because I know what I love to do. I might not be in the right city right now. I might not be in the right whatever, but I'm with the wrong person. He's a lie. I can't be with somebody who's lied to me over and over and over again and continues to fucking lie to me. It's not going to work. Ever. Once a liar, always a liar. Once a cheater, always a cheater. Once an opportunist, always an opportunist. Whoever the fuck this man really is, whether it's who I think his father might be, I still don't want to be with him. If his biological father is who I think it might be, which I could be wrong, I definitely don't want to be with him in that kind of way. I don't want to be intimate with him. I can't. It's toxic. It's dangerous. It's suffocating. It's not. He's not my soulmate. This man is not the one for me, for sure. Somebody else out there for him, but it's not me. It's not. He has to let go and move on and leave me alone and let me go about my life, because it's not. I just can't. I don't want to know anything more about what he's doing. I don't want to know who he's with. I just want to be alone now. I can't. He already fucked up big time when he got involved with that Nydia girl, when he got involved with this Victoria and got the girl pregnant, I'm pretty sure. His girlfriend at that fucking Saks Fifth Avenue, his affair with that woman that he got. I know that all this shit, because I figured it out. I didn't have to fucking go there and do any investigation. I saw it in my mind, what's going on, and I was right. And they're trying to make me look fucking crazy, like I'm making all this stuff up, when I'm not. They're just using me. They're using me like a fucking idiot. Like a joke. These people. And it's shame on you. Shame on you people for doing that. You people are laughable in my eyes. God laughs at you. God laughs at people who do this kind of shit. I have God in my life. Maybe you people don't understand that, but I do. And you cannot and will not take that away from me. Ever. I've gone through way too much and battled way too much shit on my own. For example, let me give you a fucking example of something that I had to fucking battle. And that they want to make me remember. When that probate fucking shit was going on with Alan Baldwin in Kerrville, and that motherfucking Robert Fott tried to steal when Alan had stored all of my paintings, all of my fucking work, all of my goddamn paintings in his shed in Kerrville on that property. I had to go there in the fucking freezing cold rain to get all my goddamn paintings out of that fucking shed all by myself. Okay, it was a lot. It was very, very scary and very hard work to do that all by myself. And that, okay, I was taking a big risk there. And I did that. And that fucking asshole, Robert Fott, his fucking neighbor, tried to stop me from doing that and started threatening me. And that's an example of what the fuck they did to Alan, too. My uncle or my father in Kerrville. These fucking people exploit. And I'm sure they work with a bunch of fucking you-know-who. Jews? Shall I say the word? And no, I don't think all Jews are evil by any means, but I know what they fucking do to exploit goyim and people who they want to steal their fucking money from in identities and do shit, because they do this kind of crap they did it to me, or they're trying to, and I'm putting a fucking stop to it. They're always up to some shit, what they do to exploit people and steal from people and use them as a joke. They did it to Alan. My uncle Alan, an Army veteran, Marine. So anyway, when I was going there getting all my fucking paintings, he shows up and starts harassing me when I'm getting my fucking paintings out of that shed that Alan was storing my paintings for me. And he told me a long time ago, they're yours, I'll just store them for you. So when I went to get all that stuff out of Alan's shed in Kerrville after the fucking probate shit was going on, or during the goddamn probate shit, which was a fucking joke as well, that fucking Melinda Luna and Pamela Ray King, it was all such a fucking joke what they did to me to make me look like so fucking stupid. Okay? I saw all that shit going on. I'm not dumb. So when all that was going on, and I went to get those paintings, I also retrieved a little Victorian-style piece of furniture that Alan had, a little footstool. Okay? A fucking footstool that's a Victorian antique that he had in the shed that I believe it belonged to Peaches and Pops at one point, because I remember that piece of furniture. I'm almost positive that, yeah, it belonged to Peaches and Pops, had it in their house a long fucking time ago, back when they lived on Broken Bow in Memorial. And I guess Alan had it somehow, but I remember that piece of furniture from years and years and years ago. So I took it. It was all dusty in the fucking corner, and I took it. And I have it here in my house. And ever since I've had that thing in my house, then that Victoria shows up, right? This Victoria started working at Saks Fifth Avenue, I see all the shit going on. And her husband was a Marine or whatever. His name's Kevin. Okay, duh. Hello? You people think I don't see all the shit that you're using me for to try to invade your way into my life story? Using characters and using fake actors And then Lewis having an affair with this Victoria girl at his work and acting like I couldn't see that shit. He got that. They were definitely involved romantically or intimately, 100%. I can guarantee it. I know for a fact that he and that girl were intimate, and probably, most likely, he got her pregnant. Okay? And whatever the fuck she did with that, whatever's going on, they're trying to get me involved. I don't want to fucking know anymore what's going on, but I know that happened or something like that. Because he had an obsession with that woman. Or vice versa. Whatever. And I don't want to be involved with this fucking soap opera bullshit drama shit. You're not my fucking soulmate. You're a fraud. They're all frauds. I see it for what the fuck it is. I'm not stupid. I'm not stupid. Okay, this Victoria woman, whoever the fuck I saw, all I know is that I saw her picture on Facebook. I've never met her. I've never gone to fucking Saks Fifth Avenue. But I know that something happened between this Lewis and that woman. 100% sure that they had an affair. And now I know why. I learned a little bit more about her history. And I looked at some Facebook profiles. I figured some shit out. Enough to know why, from a psychological perspective, why that probably happened and what's going on, or what happened and what's going on now. I don't need to go analyze him. I don't need to fucking hire a detective or go to his fucking work and figure this shit out. I can see it. I can figure things out pretty easily from observation and just looking at fucking pictures and figuring shit out. Looking at Facebook crap, right? Okay? It's all right there in front of me. All right there for me to figure it out. Okay? I can put the fucking pieces to puzzles together and figure stuff out. Because I have the analytical skills to do that. Don't underestimate my fucking abilities. Just as I don't go to the fucking gym and be some fucking sex object for this man to fucking toy around with, another one of his fucking Barbie dolls to take down from his fucking collection. I'm not part of your fucking woman collection. Okay, I'm not your little toy to fuck with, your little your standing ground, your home base to fuck with while you go fucking play the field like a fucking player that you are. Because that's what you are, and you know it, and I know it, and everybody fucking knows it. Including your mother, including your stepfather, including probably your siblings, and including your ex-wife, including all these other women that you fucking string along. They all know it, and I know it. And you can't take, and I'm sorry, sir, but you fucked up, and I don't care anymore. I just have to I'm over it, but you keep coming back to hoover me and punish me for speaking the truth, to try to make me look crazy, or to try to entrap me or imprison me in my own fucking home. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to anybody who's in my knowledge of expertise or my level. I've risen way beyond most of you people. I'm at a fucking higher level than you'll ever get to. Because I have spirituality on my side. You can't fake that shit, goddammit. You can't fucking fake it. So let that be a message to you, Lewis. Your little fucking hoovering with all the shit, bringing the donut, the crap, all the little things you do. I see it all. Every little thing. It's all fucking orchestrated. It's all fake. It's all scripted. Every fucking word out of your mouth. You may as well have just put the fucking script in front of you. You maybe memorized your lines, but I see through it all. Okay? You need to read from your script maybe, and why don't you go try out for a movie in fucking LA with all the other fucking wannabe, stupid fucking pathetic actors. A walking fucking billboard, okay? I'm not one of these people. I don't want to be part of that shit. I'm not an actor. I don't need to act. I don't want to act. I am who I am. You actor people are so fucking pathetic. I'm sorry, but it's just stupid. I don't get it. I don't like it. I don't fucking watch fucking TV. I don't even like movies. I can't stand actors. They fucking irritate the fucking shit out of me. They just bother me. They're too fucking narcissistic, entitled, demanding, acting like they're above everybody else. These kinds of people bother me. Most of them. They're just full of shit, narcissistic people. And I've been around those kinds of people long enough in my past, and I just don't want to have anything to do with them. I just quite frankly like to be alone. I don't mind artistic people, but at most actors, I just can't. I get nauseated being around actor types, whatever. I prefer musicians or artists, like real painters or whatever. But you fucking actor people, you make me fucking sick to my stomach, most of you. I can't. It's a big sex cult. All it is a big fucking orgy of the flesh and lust and sex and drugs and alcohol and all that shit, and them constantly needing to be the fucking center of attention. You know what? I don't give a fuck about it all. Go back to fucking LA. Go back to fuck with all the other fucking wannabes. Most of you fucking wannabe actors. You all fucking suck. You're not gonna pass. You go back to fucking acting class or FBI Academy to try to fool me into thinking, because it's all connected. The fucking DOJ, whatever, the Department of Defense runs that whole goddamn toxic fucking Jew-infested fucking porno industry Hollywood shit. You want to be a fucking actor, you better be a fucking porno slut whore and suck the dick, kiss the ass of a fucking Jew. Then you can be in that stupid fucking industry. Me? No thank you! No thanks.